What's going on, everybody? Eric Lindquist at Stochastic and the Odd Shopper channel coming to you with hopefully another successful edition of Live with Lindy. We're going to focus mainly on Pick'em here because, again, Pick'em, they need love too, no discrimination here, Squirrel. And we got ourselves a lot of basketball. We got ourselves a lot of NHL as well. We've got tools for all of those things that I'm going to be sharing on screen with you. But we begin over on Tails. A little bit of a recap post for anybody who checked out Live with Lindy's yesterday. I bet you're happy. I'm happy. We're happy. Hit the MLB card. 4 of the 6 cards on Underdog I gave out, the 2 and 3 pick cards. Smackaroony. NBA PrizePicks card hit that I gave out there. Hit another one in the premium Discord as well. Went 2 for 3 on cards over there. Didn't hit the 6-leg one there because Golden State is broken dreams and sadness. And the NBA DK Pick 6 one, that one felt especially good watching Guy Santos. We are the Knights who say Guy. It was beautiful stuff overall in the Pick'em streets, all the screenshots, all the love. Really liked seeing them from you as well. But that was yesterday, and you're only as good as what your bets are today. So that's what we're going to be focused on here as we get going, as well as me hanging out with you, the goat of Pick'em. Oh, I'm pretty good. Pick'em, I like Pick'em. I like that you're in a state with Pick'em. Hi, Florida. How are you this fine day, John the Bettist? You should be working. Also, no, maybe it's margarita time. It's 4:05 p.m. for him, as he is not in his normal abode. He's down in Florida. Where in Florida are you at, by the way? There's some golf to go watch. Bay Hill? Little Bay Hill action. Best show on the internet. I don't agree with that, but I can be a good show. I can be a very good show. That's what we're aiming for. Give me a follow over on Tails, tails.bet/Lindy. That's where you can find me. Or what is this? oddshopper.com/expert/Lindy. That's me. If you type in Lindy, I bet I come up somewhere in the world and not on anybody's lists, those bad lists that we see names on. We don't want to be on those lists. I'm not on a no-fly list. It's like a hangover. Can't go within 200 feet of a Chuck E. Cheese. Anyway. You guys ready to get into this? We got so much to get to. We got ourselves, I'm doing this one a little bit later purely because, one, I went to the dentist. Yeah. You best believe I ate a bag of Swedish fish, and I have potato chips here. These Rusty's Island potato chips. These things are fire. Sea salt. Made in Huntington Beach. Beautiful stuff. Probably my favorite thing out of Huntington Beach ever. It's surely not my ex-girlfriend. Anyway, let's get ourselves to some basketballs. Obviously, we're going to X out of that. We're probably going to be utilizing this boost here on this program. We've got a 3 to 8 picker that we can throw together. But you probably know by now, we've been focusing a lot on Underdog the last week. And this is kind of what was the impetus of the stream. That I feel like I could make you a lot of money if I did a stream for an hour, talk you through some process, and throw down 3 pick or 2 pick cards. And why is that? Underdog is the best place you can play straight up, as Teddy KGB would say. You bid me straight up. 50% off NBA Boost. Well, 50, not off. We don't want it off. Added to. That's what Boost means, Eric. But they went to 3.5x. That's plus 250. 6.5x plus 550 for their payout structure. So, going to be building some cards here live. MLB graciously was done. I didn't really see anything I liked on the board, so I was happy. Mainly because if I did like something, I would have had to tweet it out. It would have been extra effort. Oh no! But getting your teeth ratcheted up, it's an absolute joke. Absolute joke. The story that Matt Damon tells about that is so good for what it's worth. It's so good. John Malkovich just being like, "Yeah, no, man, I know I'm not very good." He laughs so much. We got ourselves the Stochastic Props tool. I have both of these, Underdog and PrizePicks, picked up. And don't worry, Pick 6 people, you're going to get your time in the sun, whatever that means. But if you want your time in the darkness, what if you're pale-skinned? Fair-skinned, if you will. Yeah, you probably don't want to be in the sun too long. But I do want to be on this page a lot. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, but it doesn't go with the theme of the song. Got that. We got 11 games in the NHL, but I want to add this as well. I had shared this, teased it a little bit yesterday, but my guy, Josh Engelman, I'm on Live Before Lock with him. That'll be at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Pacific Time on the Stochastic YouTube channel. The man built this. This is the new and improved. So, I mean, I obviously will always have a fond place in my heart, and we'll probably share this at times, but this is just such an improvement. This is such an improvement. Watch this, friends. What's a team we want to look at? Want to look at the Brooklyn Nets? Sure. We can fetch stats for the Brooklyn Nets. We can do everything we want with the Brooklyn Nets, including adding a filter pool of guys with lovely faces attached to them, who we want on or off the floor. Obviously, you'd throw him off the floor, equal to Cam Thomas. We could see every single player's stats for the Brooklyn Nets in an instant. This is now live in the Stochastic Tools department. Josh did such a good job with this. I can't even tell you. And you look at some of the per 36 numbers for it. That's primarily what I'm going to be focused on here. We can look at the totals specifically too. So much good stuff being added in, day out here at Stochastic and Odd Shopper. You got to stay along with us here. And obviously, brought up tails before. That's where you can find a ton of bets from a ton of sharp experts. And then this, I built this little pick'em portfolio thing that we've got ourselves going. I've got my own factors of how I want to look at it, but 21.5. They're obviously giving us a soft play over on PrizePicks to kind of comb through. Jeremiah Fears, there might be a Q tag that really matters there, but let's get a lay of the land before we dive in, shall we? Washington is a cesspool of sadness and broken dreams, the like of which this world has never seen before. They're taking on Orlando. It is really insane. Josh Engelman might be the best AI vibe coder in the betting space. He's the best vibe coder I know, because I don't think I know many, but also he's incredible, I think, even amongst vibe coders. The guy is scary smart. We always knew it. I think he's finally, he's always known he was smart, but what am I trying to say? This is his era. We're entering the Josh Engelman era. Josh Engelman is going to be able to build some shit that you don't even understand. I've been trying to keep up. I've actually played tag along like Egg on the Seven Kingdoms, just watching him vibe code, because I think it's extremely impressive. And for people who come from like ChatGPT into something like Claude, I'm having a blast building out some stuff. We're gonna have some great tools, great projections, great things. That's Stochastic and Odd Shopper coming up for this MLB and NFL season. NFL, I know it's a long time away, but don't we all stare at it in news for the next 6.5, 7 months until it starts again? I feel that way. 5 units of profit, what a loser. Oh, Trey Hendrickson says goodbye to Cincinnati. Well, that was inevitable. But we got ourselves this lovely tool. This is the Stochastic Tools that you can check out over at Stochastic, STOKASTIC. You got the game guide, game breakdowns, and obviously Washington, Orlando. Yeah, I mean, what am I going to say? This is just absolutely ridiculous. Anthony Black was a late downgrade. Thought there were a couple of things we could mine out of that, but not really popping in the tools as it stands right now. And isn't it nice when your account balance just keeps going up? Feels good to me. Makes me happy. And yeah, we'll get that NBA boost utilized. Dallas, Charlotte. We've got ourselves a bunch of no names that don't matter on the Dallas side, and then they're starting to get a little bit healthier with the very obvious omission of Najee Marshall, Cooper Flagg, Marvin Bagley. Klay Thompson, you can take it or leave it. A.J. Johnson's a person who exists. Kobe White going to be out on the Charlotte side. This one matters a ton to me, and it shouldn't matter as much as it does. So you might have heard my Maxime Reynaud thing, and you might have also heard me at the end of Lindy's Leans Like Relax last night, and I decided that I was going to kind of keep that one closer to the vest, because I knew there was going to be some Maxime Reynaud, and you guys follow me, or in the premium Discord, that is, that matters to pay attention to. One of the only plays that I really put out, obviously I'm still doing some of my spewing stuff, trying to get algo stuff figured out, but I like this Tyler Hero Maxime Reynaud 12.5 points. Reynaud plays a ton of minutes, and we can look at the rotations tab to really get an idea of what we got going here for Sacramento. Obviously, they suck, but Neek Clifford the other night. Neek! That's another one. Can't make the same joke twice with two different names. Oh, wait. You can, because it's awesome and fun to do. But he played 42 freaking minutes in a blowout against the Lakers last time out. That was very hurtful. Also hurtful. Now my computer, as soon as I did the one zoom in, hates my existence. Hopefully it comes out of this here in a second. But What I'm trying to make is Maxime Reynaud, absolute insanity that we're getting from him here. A lot of value at 12 and a half points. I think it's going to work out pretty well for us. It's going to work out very nicely for us. I'm going to have to leave and come back. 1 second. Don't mind me. Nothing to see here. Still here. Still here. I'll get this out of the way while I'm setting everything back up. Promo code second half. Second half. Here's what I've learned about Google Chrome. One, don't use a bunch of AI stuff and then just go in and zoom in on a tab, because as soon as I zoom in on it, life is over. Life is completely over. You're going to have to restart your computer. But what I also learned through this process is that promo code second half is an amazing deal that we got going to jump into the premium Discord for just $1 a day. Well, less than $1 a day, because that's math. Less than $1 a day keeps the bookie or the whatever away. Bad things. Cholera. AIDS. Actually, I can't guarantee that one. I can't guarantee that. Can't back that up with paperwork. No, we can't. All right. I'll be able to start pulling it all back up as we go. But Basketball Monster, there you are. Monster Mash. You're watching me do all of this. No, you're not. And thank God, we're back. Josh, help you with your little glitch. How about you disappear on me? No, it's fine. Klebe Dolcott, a bit unrelated to Pick'em. Do you have any leads on the King of the Court promo on DK? It's a $3 million prize pool. We absolutely are going to do King of the Court together. Don't you worry your sweet Biffy. Don't you worry your sweet sunshine. You're going to be just fine. We'll get that rocked up. Get rocking in the free world. Got ourselves this. And I want the odds screen at Odd Shopper because it is awesome. Got player props, kind of the main thing, but Maxime Reynaud, I get that it's 12 and a half here. I get that it's minus 112. Again, what's interesting to me, you're generally looking, so have we ever had a conversation about synthetic hold? Do I want to talk about synthetic hold? Will that keep a captive audience? I don't know. But synthetic hold is more important than hold, because if you have access to multiple sports books, if you have access to multiple pick'em places, synthetic hold is the difference between all the books that you have available to you. So instead of, being minus 110, both sides of it, and you're paying the VIG that way, when you're comparing books to other places, kind of interesting when you get like a 0% and a negative 3%. Now, I've been disagreeing with the market for weeks about Maxime Reynaud. Just living my life in the shadows. We're on the double-double again today. We're doing things with Maxime Reynaud that are illegal in 24 states. But they're in the great state of California, up in Sacramento. Good times. Maxime Reynaud at minus 112, I think is also, ooh, look at that. Getting updated in real time. No, over at Odd Shopper, you're going to notice that more and more. We've got amazing tools, amazing stuff that's getting updated in real time now for us. But most of the books that I'm going to consider a little bit sharper, the FanDuels of the world, minus 114. Bet365 is not at minus 112, but Pinnacle's up at minus 129, which is kind of everybody's gold standard to some extent. I think that there's a lot of ways to go about comparing the market. Some books are better at different props. That's why we have Portfolio EV. That's why we have that tool, so that you can find out where books are more penetrable, which ones, like FanDuel, going to be a lot sharper than people think. And when I see a lot of those single game parlays over on FanDuel, I tend to hope you have a boost attached to it, because otherwise there are a lot of times that things can go haywire. But speaking of haywire, my computer, whenever that happened, J Metal K, you should be tailing his NHL picks. He has good stuff. Odd screen is very nice. And Iceland is made of ice. Iceland, whatever. I thought Greenland was green. I know. But Maxime Reynaud, I'm all right with it from a market-based approach. Obviously, it's leaning the true odds more towards the minus side, but I just have a different minutes projection than everybody else who would appear on Maxime right now. Hey, we got over 30 today on him. I did see that earlier. And we're going to be jumping into these streets right now. I understand our last update was at 12:08. I hope we get another one while we're on the show. In fact, I won't leave until we do. The potty don't stop till I walk in. 31 minutes. 31 minutes for Maxime Reynaud. We've got him at 13.8 points, so a little bit north there, and slightly positive EV today. All right. The rebounds and assists. I am all right attaching some of the rebounds. I want nothing to do with his assists. Just absolutely flat out nothing. The minus and the overside of it, both is, you might as well just throw your money into a fountain in Rome. It's so funny, Pete Shepard. Hang on, I have to show it so it'll show up on the thing. I said, how would you like to make $14 our way? Oh my God. Lindy, better to do a 3 or a 6-man parlay for the 50% NBA on Underdog boost? Great question. 3-pick. Everything is better as a 2 or 3-pick. And I know you want to get that 20x payout. You want to get that 50x payout. You want to do, the same things that you're used to in those streets because that's what you were taught, or you just like the big payouts. Totally understood. The 3-pick is at minus 115 as your break-even number. And I'm going to be very careful with this because I know my Underdog one, as soon as I pull up my Underdog calculator, it wants to just go ballistic on the world. But I primarily have it built out for 2-pick and 3-pick because, as you can see, plus 250. Now the American odds. So we put $10, which has kind of been the standard thing when we've put 6, 8, 10 cards into play on this show. We had $100 of exposure. I think we had like $200 of exposure one time. We're just firing all of these at all the different sites. Underdog, PrizePicks, PickSix. Kind of focusing on those 3 right now. But the best, the one we focus the most on is Underdog because their 2-pick and 3-pick both have changed to this adjusted number, plus 550, which beats PrizePicks and Dabble and every other pick'em site by 50 cents. And the 2-picks also, it is minus 115 both sides. It's basically mirroring traditional sports books or some of their props that they have some of these accentuated vigorish on. I mean, look at this. Minus 125, minus 105. PrizePicks is the same. Sorry, not PrizePicks. Underdog is the same thing. Now, we still have it for the old way, the old guard, if you will, the old way that the odds are. But our dev team is working on that. They are crushing behind the scenes right now, just working tirelessly to bring updates to OddsShopper to make Stochastic the best props tool on the market. And I will say, I'm all right with it for right now because we've got the Pick'em calculator, which I've got sitting right here for you on screen, but we can kind of adjust this, see exactly what each multiplier, what each sportsbook odd would potentially be for anything that we're doing over here on the Pick'em side of the streets. But minus 115 is a gift from the gods for Pick'em people. It's the best place to play, no doubt about it. And when you get to the 6-pick level now, which used to be optimal on both sites, PrizePicks and Underdog, you're now only at minus 118. You're saving 3 cents, and your expected win percentage is going drastically up playing 2-pick and 3-pick. So I very strongly recommend to do the 3-pick for it. So check that out. Where do you find NHL picks for today? J Metal, do you care if I share your tales quick? I would be happy. I want to glorify you. And then I promise we'll get to some plays. We'll build some cards because I'm talking a lot. I'm talking theory, but I'm a game theory guy when it comes to playing DFS. I like to talk about the spirit of the game and what you can do to be different without being stupid. Yesterday I was stupid, Reed Shepard, but I very much like here. So was it a recent play that he posted? Anyway, you have your following tab over here, and everybody that you've got premium to going to show up on the left. Everybody else over on the right side. If they don't have premium, things of that nature. But my guy J Metal K, I obviously have his premium because he's fantastic people. Free play with Lindy and friends. You can use the boost if you have the 30% booster. We got Tarasenko and Celebrini. What a great jumping off point. And shouldn't I fucking log into my account here? Yeah, I probably should. Hey, phrasing. You can share me. Oh. I'm not even saying phrasing. That's what we were going for. If you know, you know. Yeah, the real ones know. We got Tarashenko. Hey, a hockey player. I know the person. I know them. It's for my Wild now. St. Louis Blues legend, if I am correct about such things. Correct, right? Right? Him, you, me, him, her, you, him, him. That's out of this picking calculator so it doesn't tweak on my computer. Tarashenko, higher than 1.5 shots. Celebrini, 3.5 shots on goal. Just double checking that I have that in right. We have buttons that you can directly tail directly here as well if you're on your phone. So no matter where you're at, no matter what you're doing with your life, you have an opportunity to be able to tail that. But when we're talking -115 instead of -122, -122, we're talking money in your pocket at the end of the year. It turns me on, the likes of which the world's never seen before. So we're going to put 10 on it to kick off our program. The first play of the day, not even my own. Vladimir Tarashenko, higher than 1.5 shots on goal. Celebrini, higher than 3.5 shots on goal. That's the beauty of tails, which I have tools. I have sharp people that I trust. J Metal K is in the circle of trust. John the Bettist is in the circle of trust. Pete Shepard, he wants to think that I don't believe he's in the circle of trust, but he's in the circle of trust. I saw your Thompson play. We'll talk about it for damn sure as well. Also, we have 113 people here live. Fuck it, we'll do it live. Hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell. So we just found J Metal K's hockey plays. As you can see, there are some more for you. If you're interested in such things, head over to Tails and please give my friend J Metal K a follow. He is doing the Lord's work, not just in the betting streets, but just a good dude. Got the pleasure of being able to chat with him the other day. Can't say enough good things about him. Other than he fucking played Erasmus Dahlin, whatever that is. That is a made-up name. Pierre-Luc Dubois. What a douchey name that is, too. I'm sure he's nice. Just kidding. I bet he bangs bitches. All right, let's get back to the NBA streets. I'm almost done covering this one. This Dean Wade one matters a ton, mainly because of who it impacts the most. Jalen Tyson, I would assume, would get your start. They could. I mean, Keon Ellis has been playing so damn good, and if this game is just going to go crazy defensive, there's a world where you just say, Keon Ellis steps right on up, but I doubt it. It's been Jalen Tyson 90% of the times here. So this Dean Wade one drastically changes not just James Harden, where you get more of an offensive firepower out there. Dean Wade, he's going to sit in the corner, think about his feelings on offense, and then play gobsmackingly good defense. Do people know how good Dean Wade is at defense? Probably my favorite thing to bring up on a daily basis. This is Dunks and Threes, one of my favorite sites to utilize while we're working through individual players. They give great baselines for stuff. They give great baseline. That just sounds like head, but better. We've got ourselves plus 1.7 on the defensive estimated plus-minus number, and lots of efficiency. What's the word? Meh. Here's the issue. Guy just doesn't do anything. But James Harden points would be a little aggressive right now if you got Jalen Tyson in as well. I'd like his assists more. I'd like Jalen Tyson's entire portfolio more just because he'd have more minutes to be able to go play. But. Jalen Tyson. This just kind of gives you an overarching idea of what happens to these minutes. 18.3% usage. It's been up, and there's no Donovan Mitchell on the floor. And you can kind of look at some of the splits that we've got. Again, I'm not going to pull that rotations up and the rates thing mainly because I need to fix Google Chrome in my life. Probably just need to fix my life before being a dad, but that's a conversation for a different day. Here we are. I'm going to refresh this and see if we got an update. Please tell me we did. Please tell me we did. Please? One time dealer? What did I do? Why did that go away on my screen? That made no sense. What did I just do? Whatever. I fixed it. Life is good. Don't mind me, great producer over here. But our tool right now over at Stochastic is identifying some interesting plays, and we're going to kind of take a shuffle through the Detroit-Cleveland game specifically with that Dean Wade piece. Because who's most impacted? I think I've made it pretty clear where I believe it is and where the value could be, and nothing really showing up or popping whatsoever because a lot of these are quote-unquote middled. But I think this Jalen Tyson piece is pretty interesting just to bring up from the onset, because you put this up to like 29 minutes, which is closer to where I would be, and his points plus rebounds end up being the main featured piece. His PRA in general at 19.5 as it stands right now, I think is somewhat playable, purely because Dean Wade, I mean, we're talking minute, fractional, important minutes. Between 26 and 29 is a chasm of plays that could or could not be. And so getting this Dean Wade news for Jalen Tyson specifically matters way more than I want it to. The table, one or two. I don't think you trust. In Chop Suey, man. What a banger. What an absolute banger. Somebody missed my baseball picks. My baseball picks are here. It's baseball pick time. I stand out the circle and look inwards, but occasionally throw a pick in the middle of it. I believe they call that bukkake. Also, very true. This is why you're in the circle. All right. So Jalen Tyson, we've established that he is somebody that could be. He's somebody who is definitely on the radar. He could be in the circle of trust. But Dean Wade, yeah, removing his minutes and just knowing that there's not a whole lot else behind him that they'd want to go to, it would boost Craig Porter Jr., but not like there's any props that would possibly show up there. Naquan Tomlin probably enters the rotation for what it's worth. Like Naquan Tomlin probably plays 2 rotations in the absence of Dean Wade, but he'd definitely get the more side of the minutes as opposed to Jalen Tyson, who will play more than Dean Wade regardless, but unless Dean Wade's just knocking down threes, which is not exactly his forte. Brooklyn, Miami, we're still sitting on that Davion Mitchell piece. Tyler Hero, 29.5 PRA. Gave you that from the onset. Obviously, we can just run that card back. This one's also interesting. I've been staring at Memphis props all day. What the hell do we do? Ty Jerome sat last time. Cedric Coward's been out for a while. Santi Aldama. Didn't know he'd be coming back anytime soon because, well, I don't care. But now I care because it's about money. And G.G. Jackson's one of those guys that you could end up finding some type of value with, and just disturbing to say out loud, by taking some of his unders. And also, probably going to look good some of his overs in the event that he isn't there. It's kind of one of those very specific situations where I don't know what to make of it, but Coward's got a lot of props available, and Ty Jerome has a lot of props available. They're just on the cusp of playable, but if you got Coward out and you got Ty Jerome in, if you got everybody, all 3 of these out, you would have a ridiculous opportunity for the likes of Jalen Wells, G.G. Jackson, and company. But Rudy Gobert, we'll get into talking about him. If I don't, please put a pin in it. Make me very, very happy. San Antonio Spurs taking on Philly. Boy, oh boy. Victor Wembanyama should just destroy the soul and utter carnage of Andre Drummond. So much so that Andre Drummond in these spots, I like to take those double-double shots. I like it. It's freaking naughty. And then the biggest Q tag we have on the day that we are still waiting on. No, it's not you, Maxi Kleba, although you have an awesome name. And every time you say Kleba and you see his name on paper, it just sounds good. It's great. It's a great gem and strong name. We got ourselves Zion Williamson. Questionable on the New Orleans sides. That's going to impact a lot. We can talk about some of those rate changes. Roman Anthony home run. That's always very nice. USA. Going to be good times. Going to be good times. Going to be the good times. Let's focus in on Underdog. This is about the time where I rein it in. About the time where I start saying, you know what? People are here for the plays, and the plays they shall receive. Right now, Jalen Suggs. Baby, I'm Jalen Suggs. I don't know. Who feels good about his minutes? Raise your hand. No one? That's the right answer. Jalen Suggs' minutes cannot feel good The main thing is Anthony Black is going to be out, and this is now adjusted in a way where it's just assuming that, I mean, Washington's not even trying today for what it's worth. And I think Washington has a couple of guys that we can take a look at. They're going to play with no center again today. Seems bad. Julian Reese, my God. Leaky Black off the injury report for all those who are worried about Leaky Black. Jalen Suggs, Desmond Bain. This is just one of those easy identifiers. We have a market projection right now, minus 115. That's break even. And then you add in that from a projection standpoint, even if it's like 0.1%, it would be positive EV. It seems to be a little bit greater than. And we're over on the Odd Chopper screen right now. I'm just going to type in baby Jalen Suggs. Minus 110 available over at Hard Rock. That's going to be a little bit better than what we would be attaching to this. But I want to point out the Sharp Book. Again, I know people don't view them that way. FanDuel's pretty damn tough to beat over a long-term sample size. You want to keep your accounts healthy elsewhere. FanDuel will take more limits, and that's why we love them. That is very much why we love them. But I look at this at minus 115, beating pretty much every book. Once again, beating Penny, kind of important. Let's make that our first official ad of the program. We got Arena. Oh, cool. Everybody nuked Reynard while I was just fucking talking. Thanks, guys. Good job. Actually, I'm proud of you. And I did post that earlier. So we'll just make that the official play. Started everything off here. But we're going to go to baby Jalen Suggs. And I love the under for him here in this spot. Again, I promise you, Josh Engelman's tool is way better than this, but I have to do it this way purely because I can't have my computer implode on me. And also, I'm a bitch. Suit is not black. Oh, I want to put him in the off category, Eric. Absolute incel. Why am I so stupid? God, you make me feel so stupid. I feel so dumb. Don't ask me what that's from. I don't actually know. Cole Anthony, that doesn't count. That's not real. What are we doing? God, mother of Christ, Eric. Act like you've been there before. I always go October 1st for whatever reason. I'm sure we'll get September, say the month rather than the day. September basketball sooner rather than later in the NBA streets, but 28%. I get that he has the highest rate of anybody with Anthony Black off the floor, but the big thing for me is the minutes downside. The minutes downside is just a real thing. We're talking 64%. We can go in, we can edit some of these rates and kind of see exactly what I'm talking about. But like, I think 25 against Washington, you don't need to run Jalen Suggs into the ground. And with each minute that this goes down, we're talking an exponentially larger edge. Now, yesterday I made the case that Kevin Durant, everybody thinks they're just going to blow out Washington. At least Washington wasn't on the second half of a back-to-back. They played the front half without a center yesterday. That was fun to watch. But I do find, even at 27, we're still finding this positive EV. And if you get up to like the 28 marker, we're really running into issues. I hope you can see just how important it is to get minutes right in the NBA. Because we go from something being 6% EV at points, 6%, 5.8% EV, and you take 2 minutes down and it's not even showing up on the planet. 14.1. Obviously, there's injury and everything else scenario, but market-based minus 115 and our model, our stochastic projections, which this is a 100% blend of at the moment. I could go 50-50 in a second, but I'm having too much fun. Jalen Suggs, we're going to go that direction. Next up, we're going to party. 124 people watching live. That makes me happy. Polly Pocket. We love Polly Pocket in these streets. We got ourselves FanDuel, DK, Caesar's Pinnacle. Always get an eye for being the sharpest. I know Greg's kind of gone on a couple of videos. You can check out Greg Aaron Burke's stuff wherever. I'm I'm just going to give everybody the love today. Lofty, fantastic stream earlier in the day. If you guys check that out, talking me through some of the bets. We got Greg Ehrenberg throwing out tons of free stuff over on Tails and on X. You can check him out there. And Josh Engelman created the greatest rotations and NBA, the roster stuff. It's just ridiculous. The on-off court tool, ridiculous. The rates, beautiful, beautiful times. Meet up, Dave. I go from establish that, right? Cool. Good talk. Glad we had it. But looking at some of these edges here for today, I'm actually going to go to the longer view because it just makes me feel a little bit better. Ooh, Kate Cunningham, 10.5. Kind of freaking naughty here in the assist line. Oh, but it's at 10.5. So that's we don't want any piece of that China. Very, very bad. Bureau and Raynaud still on slips. Yes, they definitely are, as long as they are still at the 29.5. Raynaud actually no, because Raynaud moved while we were on this lovely program. I'd prefer 24.5 ERA if you had to do either of them now. 22.5. No, this is what we want. Let's put this in quickly, before all y'all stinkers screw it for me. Jalen Suggs, Maxime Raynaud. Again, lost 250. I know that I love this. I know that I need it in my mouth hole. I don't know why I phrased it like that, but it's fine. Don't mind me. Let's take another piece of Raynaud to take a gander with our tools, shall we? All right. Give it a refresh just in case. You never know. Take the dice up and no whammies, stop. All right. Russell Westbrook, 3.5 rebounds. Man, he is a much better bet today at the 3.5 rebound number. I've been staring at that all the live long day for what it's worth. I feel like I'm the only person who's just like, Russell Westbrook's still going to play in competitive games a decent amount of minutes. We only have him in for 22 minutes today for what it's worth. Those lines, that's what I thought of. Thoughts on Jalen Williams today? We will get into him. What mouthful? Did I stutter? Today, Junior, I said right in your mouth hole. Is that inappropriate? Are you my mom? My mom likes to call me on shows. It's really annoying. It's actually a terrible, terrible skill that she should forget how to do. Look how much EV there is. Look how much EV there is in the tool, no matter where you're looking. Ooh, there's actually a PrizePicks exclusive one. Kason Wallace. What you looking at, Wallace? We already played his points over on a Pick'em card in the premium Discord. That wasn't here on this program. Promo code second half down below, less than $1 a day. Just pointing it out there. But we got Kason Wallace. He'll get added to the old PrizePicks portfolio. That'll make me happy. Just wanted to give you a glimpse of that. We're building out more Underdog because they're at the most advantageous spot at the moment. The Russell Westbrook thing, I'm probably not going to deal with it here. I'll go to Kelshi and post some 4 rebounds. Get plus money. Easy game. Luka Doncic, who's the brave soul that wants to jump in these streets with me? Anyone? It's a toughie. It's a toughie. But boy, does it look good. There's a lot of minutes downside. And we've seen Luka. I bet his points for what it's worth, 30.5. But probably not going to end up adding it. I think was it at -102 where I got that? But I want to be careful. For Luka, when you have the 3 core guys on the floor, I don't know if you've actually looked at these rates, because Dustin Reeves beating the hook on the under 4.5 the other day was actually pretty painful. I know on PrizePicks I played it because it was at a flat 4, and I was like, oh, I can go for the middle on this, and then you had the Q tag sitting there for LeBron the entire time. I should probably just put Luka Doncic in there as well. They've not played a lot of minutes together so far this season, but I think the assist rates might shock you a little bit of what we're looking at here. Austin Reeves, 313 minutes sharing the floor with LeBron James and Luka Doncic, 11.6% assist rate. It is absurd what we're looking at there, but that assist rate is not crazy enough here for Luka. So let's put a three pick together with my boy Raynaud. Can he just do what he did for us last time? That would make me very, very happy. Or yesterday, who was our GOAT? Kyle Filipowski. Oh, the Book of Mormon. Hello. How many points for Wallace? 14 and a half, where we played that. We're not going to do the 5.5 here. Yeah, we can do the case on Wallace, 14 and a half. I put 5 on. Boom. I feel like I'm not going to put Raynaud in the 50% boost because I just have like 5 cards now that already have him attached to it. I guess they're a little bit different, 12.5 points before you heathens just destroyed it for me. You massacred my boy. I've abandoned my child. What else we got? Luka, Derek Queen, Devin Booker. How many minutes did we get out of Devin Booker today? It's hard to say 30. 28 sounds like a more likely number in my estimation. Hasn't played in a quick, hot second. Not sure if you're aware. In fact, when is the last day that we saw Devin Booker's face? When I see your face, there's not a thing that I would change other than all of it. 847 got hurt. 21, 22, 24, 26. And yeah, haven't seen him in a second. There's a lot more minutes downside. So the fantasy points too. Obviously, I'm very fortunate to work where I do and have a pretty good idea of what's going on behind the scenes when we are updating fantasy score, fantasy things of that nature. Haven't played as many over on Underdog recently because they've been shockingly efficient, I would say. PrizePicks is never efficient. We're always going to find an edge in the PrizePicks streets with those. But I don't hate this. Maxime Raynaud, Nissan Wallace. So yeah, 5.5 there. The flat 5, getting the push on 5 is such a big deal on PrizePicks at the moment. Just want to point that out to you, in case you cared. If you don't, I don't know. Did we go over the king of the court? Not yet. Promise we will. You know why? Polly Pocket wants it. She's the queen of the Discord. She's the queen of the Lindy Discord. No, she's a princess. Is that okay, Polly Pocket? Princess Polly Pocket? That has a ring to it, too. Nothing? No one? Okay. Good talk. Glad we had it. Minus 112 sitting there, just staring you directly in the face. What the fuck is going on with Fanatics? That's absurd. But yeah, we got a lot of minus 140s, minus 145s. My guy, J Metal K, these are the plays he would just be like, oh, I'm gonna shoot. Like McGruber. She liked it. Princess Polly Pocket. I mean, Princess Peach. Oh, it's all about alliteration. From a guy whose show is called Lindy's Leans, Likes, and Locks, thought I might point out that I'm a fan of alliteration. I'm LLL. You're PPP. It's good stuff. Don't want you to tell you who I'm taking because I know you want to be on it. We call that a teaser in this industry. Why don't you tell us? I'm literally here just researching, talking through rates, talking through minutes. I really want to play Jalen Tyson because I think Dean Wade was more likely to not play for what it's worth, but I'm going to let that unfold. Right ankle sprain. I'm going to have to get off before we're going to be able to watch him warm up. But we have 3 games starting in this early window. Jalen Suggs, like that under. Discussed that one for quite some time. Send it in, Jerome. Let's see what Memphis has to offer in the Underdog street, shall we? They're going to lose by 100, I would think. I guess these are the games my Timberwolves just kind of go brain dead on the universe. Yeah, under 11.5 if all 3 play. So once again, watch how sensitive this gets. You want to know how sensitive it is? It's like me. When somebody tells me they don't like, boom, 2 minutes. 2 minutes is so much in NBA. Depends on who it is too, I suppose, but is what it is. Shout out LLL Cool Quest on the mic today. Appreciate y'all work and data always, brother. Cheers. Cheers to you as well, my friend. It is great to be here. It's great to be sharing the great stochastic tools. Lindy 15 down at the link below if you guys are interested in checking any of it out. Gets you 15% off Odd Shopper. Gets you 15% off the stochastic NBA or NHL tools. Anything that I'm sharing here on screen. And yeah, the Memphis side doesn't have a ton of value at the moment, which is a little bit surprising to me. We got some unders on the Minnesota side, not completely shocking, but like a lot of these are just nuked multipliers. You're just much better off taking those at a traditional sports book or at Kalshi or wherever you might find such things. Obviously, you need to have the API key and do all the things you need to do on the Kalshi side so you can actually take some unders. That is its own little thing. I get why they do it. I get it. No problem. Understood. Dallas. Anything on the Dallas side that we can really take advantage of? Man, those are some bleak early games outside of this Jalen Tyson piece. Do we want to go on some injury hunch with your boy? Do we want that? Looking worse by the minute. Worse by the minute. What is this? I love my wife. You know I love my wife. We all know I love my wife. My snoring wife. Oh shit, sorry. So Victor Wembanyama, another guy that I find to be pretty fascinating. There's some pretty square plays. We're going to find some actual massive edges in a second here on the NHL side as well. But I want to point out the Wemby one. I mean, there's just a lot of market-based plays here at the moment, and there's not like any big Q tags. There's not any gigantic stam outside of Raynaud, who I just am going to ride into the sunset. No diddy. Keep backing him. Just keep backing him. He just keeps giving us the money. The money is mine. The money. Oh, I know what I also want to do today. I want to do a Dukes Nukes together and talk you through a little bit of why Underdog is such an advantageous spot for those. Because that's existed for a long time. But Devin Booker, we already put that one together here. I want to do a Kason Wallace. I'm just going to put 5 on it. Another one for you. Just watch me build. Anthony Edwards down to 29.5. Interesting. All right, let's refresh this one more time. See if we can get one more spin of the old roulette wheel on these updated models. Update our models. Still interesting. We have so much value, but there's so many spots that are just more advantageous, like 4.5 points. You're much better off taking that at the sports book. This one, Justin Champagny, under 12.5. God, the Washington rotation is just absolutely insane. We got a lot of people wanting pick 6 in the world. We can do that. I do not want that in the Discord. Triple P. Princess Polly Pocket. Milady. Let's take a look at pick 6. Fired up enough Underdog to some extent, right? Add more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so we have 4 that we got added on this show already. We got Tarasenko Celebrini. That's from J Metal K. We got Suggs Raynaud. Lower on 5.5 assists, higher on 22.5 points there, and a couple of 5 spots. So that's a quick 30 that we've thrown in on that. We got some more bullets in the chamber after yesterday, so I'm going to take it easy. Take it easy. Can't sing that low. Shocking. Dwight Powell, I'm begging you. Why do we want Dwight Powell so much? What is the Dwight Powell fascination? Daniel Gafford's there. Dwight Powell, 14 minutes. You only got 14 minutes to save the world. That song actually sucked and made no sense to me. Got 4 minutes to save the world. 11.5 PRA. Still the obsession with love in that movie. Real ones are gonna know. Ooh, we got a really good one here. Pavel Zacha, come vu. Pavel Zacha. Oh, I just love our tool where I can get something very, very nice with a little spice. Under 1.5 shots on goal. We're going right to that, 64%. That seems like a nice building block piece, and obviously you can take advantage of any of these here on the NHL side as well. But just wanted to pluck a play from that. I'm actually going to throw our boy Maxime before that moves, and y'all ruin my life again. 1.5 assists at 1.04. Interesting. Guy just doesn't pass the basketball. Would 5 wrong? I'm going to keep that Zacha one up for a second. So Dwight Powell. You just really want to talk Dwight Powell for some godforsaken reason? You really want to talk Dwight Powell? Said no one ever. Ooh. Under 4.5, there's a little bit of a multiplier attached to it, and then his over rebounds. What do you want? What do you want? It's not that simple. What was it? Can we build the PrizePicks slip for the taco? Yes. We'll do that up next year. I just got Zacha as a placeholder. Yeah, let's do the Underdog one. Or let's do the PrizePicks one. Got what, 20 minutes maybe left in me? That's about all I got left in me. Then I need to eat a snacky snack. Actually, I'm going to eat a chip now. Want to do some ASMR? Ow. That actually hurt. Dental work. I'm an idiot. Ow. We don't want to talk to Dwight Powell. I didn't think we did, but, you know. So Jason Wallace, dude's just a nuclear human being in the absence of the one, the only SGA. Not it. I mean, they're fucked on everybody. Playing with Chicago, that's pretty helpful. Going to play the most minutes of anybody on the team in a neutral game script here. Jared McCain, Aaron Wiggins, they can show up there, but you know who shoots the ball more? That fellow, SGA, out with an abdominal strain. AJ Mitchell, Jalen Williams, or Isaiah Hardenstein. I'm starting to believe the Casey Wallace is just kind of a different dude kind of situation. So if my projections are remotely close to it, I'm going to lean over to the 14.5 number, and they're pretty close to it. So I like that number, actually, is the correct way of phrasing it. All right. We got PrizePicks. We got a taco. Let's talk PrizePicks. So we're going to add Casey Wallace right from the get-go. It can be as simple as assist rate. I mean, we can take everybody off the floor that we just discussed if you would really like me to, but I like where we're at for his minutes, 33. I think he just plays a boatload. These are the spots where it feels really, really good to back him. So Casey Wallace going along with Ant. And I guess we haven't done the full out fantasy score stack yet. And I think the only team that makes sense to do it with today, where you're just kind of like taking a look, what does Memphis have for their props over on PrizePicks? Nothing's going to end up being positive EV right now. There's a lot of ways that news pans out for absolutely everyone. Jalen Wells specifically. They literally only have like Wells listed. I got Coward there as well, but I'm a coward myself. Santiago Dom is listed. So they have all the injured guys plus Jalen Wells. That's really cute. Really cute. I'd like to thank them for absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. What do we got here? Bankero. I did have those Jalen Suggs numbers. I'm not sure if you guys noticed Bankero's assist rate with Black. No. Got to take Tyus Jones off the board too because he doesn't play basketball for them anymore. Not sure if you were aware. Ooh. Ooh. Boy. Probably not going to get behind that one at the moment. I like that Suggs under still. Still think the Suggs under makes some sense. Huge minutes discrepancy between the two. Tristan Champagny over rebounds is popping. Wowzer. That's 115. I don't want to play the same one, the Jalen Suggs one that we had over on Underdog when I know it pays out better on Underdog. That's the one thing too that is kind of annoying. I'm going to do a little side by side. That was an over. You liked him, right? Yes. Pick 6, we can start with Raynaud points because, well, we surely can't do it on Underdog anymore. Thanks a lot, old friends. We got Wemby 17.5 points. That's just Virgolicious death. Just get that out of the way, right? Kate Cunningham 18.5 against Cleveland. That's definitely the most likely of the three to lose, but probably don't want to go completely blindsided by it. We need one more prize pick. Somebody came in here the other day and threw an absolute gem out with Booch 2-point attempts. Those were wild times. Is he still hanging out here in the? Are they still hanging out here? And also Russell Westbrook, we're going to probably put on this other Underdog card because I'm just tired of seeing protecting the Underdog. Way to go. Way to go, Eric. Good thing you're here, bro. Let's put Maxine with him again. Put 5 on it, boom, 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 boom. Don't care if it's lower or higher. I care that it has positive expected value for us to make money. It's not finding another leg that isn't more advantageous other than Cason Wallace, as he's at 5 as opposed to 5.5, so we get the push there. I just don't want to play anything that's identical to Underdog because you're just getting the much, much better payout. Underdog, that Luka one is exclusively there. Champagny, okay. Champagny is absolutely juiced to the gills over on Underdog. So Tristan Champagny, that's a pretty low minutes allotment for a team that, I repeat, is on a back-to-back, doesn't have a center, and probably just needs to put on the facade that they're trying to play basketball today, even though that's not what they're trying to do at all. They're trying to go to Cabo. They want to go to Cabo as fast as possible and then care about basketball again once the draft comes around. So there we go. Got ourselves a nice little piece there. Nice little piece. Yeah, that is really juiced. I might have to bet that outright too. Six and a half rebounds. More. There we go. Cason Wallace. We got it down. All $5 I can put on that fucking app. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate you. I do. I'm wearing their stuff. This is comfy. This is from like 5 years ago. Nobody liked me then either. All right. Got that in. I'll post that here alongside a Pick 6 card. I'm going to do a recap at the end of this. And so if you do not have me on Tails, if you're not following me over on Tails, you go to tails.bet/Lindy. That is tails.bet/Lindy. I'm going to post all the cards that we built on this program over there. You can see them. You know that they're official. Because again, I don't want anything to fall through the cracks. I know that that can happen on these shows because I get so excited. And I just can't hide it. Look at that. I'm so confused. You guys know what that's from? Russian March Salt on sleeper again. Wild times. That was me. Holla. Yeah, that was a sick play, by the way. Derek Queen, PRA. Take a look. It's in our book. 658 people watching this live this second. Hit that like button for me. 116 over on the Odd Shopper YouTube channel. I love you guys so much. It's so nice to be here. It's a lovely day in the neighborhood. A lovely day for fucking up some pick'em sites. Let's do that. Pick six time. To the prop tool we go. And we'll say this. Another cool thing over on Odd Shopper is going to be all purely market-based approach, and now we got all the updating odds. It just looks so good. It's so unbelievably killing. So fresh and so clean. We do have the Pick Six Optimizer, which I think is probably pretty underutilized at the moment, but there's some opportunities to look at some market-based plays, and I brought up Wemby. I knew he was going to be my favorite, but now I like to see that the market probably the best of those discounted squares. So we're going to be firing all 10 of this on the Wemby side so that we can have that family sweat that we are all craving. We're also going to add the Raynaud because, again, he's playing in blowout run. He's playing not in blowout run. He is going to play more blowout run. There's a part of me that wants to do Raynaud today. Just can't do it, Captain. I'm a coward and a bitch. That's what it comes down to. All right. Got ourselves pick six. Again, not only every book, not only Calcio, Poly Market, Poly Pocket, all these amazing opportunities at the prediction sites, but we got ourselves some pick six in the house. And obviously we want to be paying attention to the math of it. So I'm paying attention to the math of it. And here we go. Jalen Suggs, every single site, he is just the guy. Ooh, we got a new one. We got a new contender. Herbert Jones has been butthole if you've watched some basketball here of late. Herb Jones popping at 9.5. I get Zion could be out. As Herb Jones scored, he had 17 2 games ago, whatever. 5, 8, 17, 2. Those are the things that I witnessed. I witnessed the single-digit ones here primarily. I'm over 1.5 threes for Josh Giddey as well, but I will say this. Nice to see from a market-based perspective. Minus 125. That's going to Duncan Robinson, pretty close on that under 11.5 points as well. But Keldon Johnson, I love shorting Keldon Johnson. Keldon Johnson's probably my favorite short on a day in, day out basis. Picking on Philly. So we got Keldon Johnson. We're going to go down in an earlier round. Sugar, we're going down swinging. This might get extended. So you can play up to $20 with the stat slice at that pick level. Wemby has a stat slice limit of $20. Is that what it is? Am I reading this correctly? So I can play more with the discount at a higher level. Well, then we're going to do that. Aren't we? Right? No? I'll do the 10 with Wemby, Raynaud, and Herbert Jones. Who? Herbert Jones. There's just no usage for anybody else on the Pelicans, even if you get the news. Remember, DeJounte Murray's back in our lives. We put on the off-court tool. I'll just put Zion in. You are going to be disturbed at what you see for Herbert Jones. Who? Herbert Jones. Add picks to increase the pick limit. Good to know. Didn't know that was a thing. DeJounte Murray, 37.7% assist. Not what I'm talking about. We're talking about the usage. Oh my. Where is Herb Jones? 16.2%. Guess we'll take Jose Alvarado off too. I like the Wemby one the most, as does Odd Shopper from a market-based perspective. So Luka discount, I don't like as much as I like the Wemby one. Yo, J-Main, good to see you again. I saw you here the other day. That made me happy. Lego, double R. These are good things. You guys are doing Sleeper collabs with MPJ Boost. I love you guys. It's the haircut that we have mixed feelings about. Don't say that. I'm pretty. I think. No matter what they say, words can't bring me down. Yeah, it's Wemby for me. I have his over 24.5 points. I might as well just, eat crow twice. All right. I have a Pick 6 card. I have a PrizePicks card. We have a million different Underdog cards. Let's do this. I want to end the show this way. Give me your favorite Underdog plays, and we'll see. Research them super, super quick and see if we can add them to one last play to rule them all and one last play to find them. I think we all know by this point in time, Maxime Reynaud, he's on a boatload of my cards. He's on the boatload of the majority of what we're doing today because, well, he is undervalued still. Somehow, some way. We have a lot more minutes on him today, and he's still undervalued. I get it. Maxime Reynaud, you don't feel great about it, but give me your best Underdog play. We'll end there. And one more time for the people underneath, like hanging out, doing the thing. Promo code second half. That makes me happy. Promo code second half, 50% off a month of the Lindy and Friends Discord. Come kick it with my boy, J Metal K, with my guy. I mean, we're all hanging in there all the live long day. Polly Pocket. I mean, I love my little family that we have, our little neck of the Discord woods, if you will. Ooh. I haven't explained it like that before, but it's true. I'm very fortunate, very lucky to be able to have some sharp people chatting in there with me and that I get to tail on a daily basis. And you can too. Not saying that they're not required by law or by work to be in there. They're there by choice. I have no blackmail on them, I promise. All right. Comment section here. Matas Buzelis over 31.85 fantasy points. Wouldn't you know it? Helps to work at a data company that also has a bunch of goodness here on the single lineup simulator side. Let's see what we got for Matas Buzelis on FanDuel because it mirrors FanDuel scoring. Matas, that's going to be a no from me. We're going to pass on that one. We're going to hit eject on that. Although, is there anybody questionable? Is there any news that can break for us against OKC? Oh, that's a toughie. We'll say Josh Giddey's projected for a lot of minutes there. It's a lot of minutes for Josh Giddey. That might be a foundational piece, actually, when it's all said and done. We'll look at it from a market-based perspective as well. Freezing and stuff. I think Giddey gets 30 minutes again. I think he's more likely to play around it. I know that he used to play for the basketball team on the other side. I'm sure he has feelings about that, where the goal is to just not get him hurt. If you're Chicago at this point in time, you've screwed your franchise up how many times? How many times can you actually, it's like how to lose a guy in 10 days, how to lose an NBA franchise in 10 years. Like, that's the Chicago Bulls voyage. You hit the lottery with Derrick Rose after Michael Jordan was done and moved on with his life, and you did nothing with it. You sent Tibbs out on a rail, and then Tibbs got sent out on a rail everywhere else. He really likes rails and ham sandwiches, but that was a low-hanging piece of fruit. You would eat a low-hanging piece of fruit for what it's worth. Oh, King of the Court. Don't want to forget about that before we bid you. You can see our originations on Luka, Cade Cunningham, Tyrese Maxey. I want to try to get a little off the board without getting completely stupid. Tyrese Maxey makes some sense, but he seems like he's going to just be a little bit too popular for me. So I want to throw somebody out there that has already won King of the Court and done some ridiculous things. If Luka doesn't go ballistic, because again, he's your favorite to do it, don't you go LeBron James? Like, it's kind of a game theory 1-for-1 swap where LeBron gets it going. He gets the crowd hype. Playing the Pelicans, I know he doesn't want to necessarily push those minutes. I do want to double check. They don't play tomorrow, right? Lakers don't? Yeah, it's Clippers tomorrow. So I think LeBron James is a really good king of the court contender. I'm probably going to pull the trigger on him. I looked at, trying to get even crazier, like way, 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 way down here in the doldrums. But on these Luka Doncic slates, attacking Luka is kind of the deal. And it's like, I know you're going to get Cade being pretty popular. I know you're going to get Maxey being pretty popular, Wemby's pretty popular. But like, if the chalk fails, if Luka fails, I think LeBron James is probably your main guy. You could go Austin Reeves and just say that Austin Reeves puts up 38, 6, and 4. Again, we saw his assist rate. It's like 11% across, like playing alongside those two. John, did I stutter? No, I did not stutter. Stuttering Stanley. Stuttering Stanley. All right. Anybody else give me another play that we could potentially take a look at? Would be helpful. Chet probably popular. Yeah, Chet will probably be pretty popular as well. Probably plus 9.5 rebounds. Interesting. I just threw those 3 pick-6 plays with some that Greg was throwing out on tails today. Let's get it. I was going to say Greg Ehrenberg is sharp as can be. Always has been, always will be. But don't tell him that because he's mean to me. I don't want him to know I say nice things about him. Fuck you, Greg. That was better. You want a Duke's Nukes as well. Yeah. All right, the Duke Nukes process. This is probably what we'll do. We'll combine a Duke's Nukes. Now, in the Pick'em calculator streets, which I want to be very careful with, and at least it's at the end of this program where I can just like end it in the event that it completely goes haywire on me again. But I want to pull up something for you. Where's it at? Where's my Pick'em card? Where's the download section? Where did I put it? There it is. All right. Whoop. All right. Resize that. Resize that. We're a 2-pick card, which is kind of the baseline I've been using for them anyway, because when you're talking 7 cents and you're playing things that are plus 5,000, you better find a little bit of value. Go to the double-double streets. This is kind of where this began 2 years ago for me, where I just started looking at, if I could get low volume cards and attach them to high variance things, but like things that are still beating the market, and they don't really know that they're beating the market because they're just putting a multiplier there to try to get somebody to play action or put very, very unlikely cards together. Yeah, that's going to make some sense. That's going to probably look pretty good. But look at some of these underdog pick'em cards for double odds for some of the longer shots. 1654 on Will Riley, and that's based on the minus 122 number that I talked about before. Do I like Will Riley? Maybe as a person, I don't know. Seems like a lovely chap. We have a ton of negative edge attached to it, but it was just destroying the market. Now, I don't like Will Riley, and I do think that some of these, like plus 2,300, I mean, that's far more advantageous, obviously, but I really don't think those are positive EV. But there are times that you run into double doubles, things that are crushing the market over there, or you're running into a stat outlier that just looks crazy. And this is the guy that I like for Duke's Nukes tonight. I think Rudy Gobert has legitimately 20 rebound upside. And if you have to go to the tippy top of the ladders, but 3.9x on 18.5 rebounds for Rudy Gobert against a Memphis team without a center is not a crazy occurrence. In fact, you go to multiplier odds up here, 3.96, is that what it was? Plus 640 for his 19 rebounds. Most of the time, and I haven't gone back and looked, again, this is simply me theorizing because they don't allow you to outsource all of the edges. Like you could look at the fantasy points number and get a different fantasy point number, but again, these alt numbers are not being picked up in APIs, so like we can't do anything with them. Nobody can really do anything with them unless you are skewing through every single one of those results, which you kind of have to do by hand. So you could go like change it here. I could make it 9.5, and then it'll be what shows up on screen. And you could like scrub that, but like you'd have to do that for every single one, and nobody's going to do that. But If you look at some of these outlier spots, it's incredible how many times they're crushing the market. And we talked about minutes before. If you can run into some of these guys who just play a more competitive game than you think, they can run into more minutes and are being projected on the lower end, I think there is a massive opportunity. Now, Memphis, they have no center. It's ironic for a team that only had centers. Santi Aldama, if he plays tonight, that's going to be your main center. But I look at my Minnesota Timberwolves, and I look at Rudy Gobert specifically, and he's just out there doing that. Sucks at that, sucks at that, sucks at that, sucks at that. Offensively, meh. Had better years in the past. This is a bad offensive year for one Rudy Gobert. Doesn't matter. He's doing the actual insane things on the offensive end. Actually, even worse from an actual estimated plus-minus perspective. But he continues to be one of the best rebounders in basketball, and I can't believe that you're able to get that at, like, again, we're talking plus 1293. Anytime you're looking at these standard ones, just take the one that's next to the decimal point down one. So it's plus 1293 that you're looking at for Rudy Gobert. 19 rebounds. I think that's an interesting one. Haven't clicked it yet. We'll probably find ourselves a path to potentially go there. But you know what? I'm actually going to just fire this 5 on it. Oh, well, no, I'm not. I want to be smart. Dukes Nukes. That's going to be coming up after this, but I'm going to get myself the heck up out of here. Oh, Josh Giddey, we had to attach him to something else. What was popping in the prop? Did we get an update? The marathon stream, baby. And did you do any college basketball? I bet a lot of college basketball over the break, but I didn't fire anything of it up. Underdog, the only app who has it up. Yeah, mainly because it's the best one to utilize out of all the fickle stuff. So there's that. Are you posting these cards on Tails? I absolutely am. I'm posting every single card that we had from Lindy. Well, I should know the name of the show. Live with Lindy. There we are. Are there UD plays you like from other cappers? Are there other UD plays that you like from other cappers? I did. You know what? That's what we'll attach this one to. We're going to find my guy Jay Middle one more time. Okay. Chua. Allen less 28.5 PRA. Interesting there. We're going to go to Tarashenko one more time. One more time. Oh, did that just get nuked? Oh, you're killing me. All right, I'm just gonna go post what we got here. We had a pretty expansive stream here for 80 minutes of action here, but I need to get myself over to the NBA DFS street. Starts up in 38 minutes over on the Stochastic YouTube channel. Come hang out with me. But just to recap for you, we got a PrizePicks card. We got ourselves a Pick 6 card. And we got ourselves a bunch of Underdog cards. Go follow me at Tails, tails.bet/Lindy. Pull it up, put that in your pipe, smoke it. It's delicious. Smoked meats. It's great. And then you'll be able to recap every single play that we put together on this program together now. Birds of a feather now. That's going to do it for me today. Fun to research with y'all. Fun to be able to talk through a little bit of process. One more time for the people in the back. Lindy 15, if you guys really like these tools, which I don't know how you wouldn't, you guys want to give them a shot, promo code Lindy 15 down at the link below. That gets you 15% off Odd Shopper goodness or Stochastic goodness. You got NBA, you got NHL, and hey, MLB coming soon. Your boy knows some MLB. So I'll be back tomorrow. Get back ourselves, be regimented, but I do like this little later time, kind of leading into live before lock. Probably trimmed down on, 80-minute show, but fuck it, we'll do it live. Till next time, friends, I'm Eric Lindquist. Best of luck in the NBA streets today here on Wednesday. Bye.